Hi, I'm Isaac Vitu, and I'm from Troop Ohio 360. I am the second officer there. When I was preparing to make this presentation today, I searched how to make a fire. And what I found was kind of ironic, and it said, no matches found. Today we're going to teach you how to make a fire starter, and you can use this fire starter if you're on like a Yukon and you have to pass a river, or you fall in a river, and this will heat you up really fast because you can use it with wet wood and dry wood. Another situation you can use this is if you're in your house and you need to start a fire in a fireplace. Okay, so we'll need 4 ingredients for this today. So first, we need our thing to cover our mat with. So that you can use either newspaper, cardboard, and it's really anything that can cover your surface so it does not get wax on it, because that's hard to get off. The next thing you'll need is a paper carton. You can't use anything else other than paper, or else it won't work properly. And then the next thing you'll need is your wax. So there's a bunch of different sources of wax. You want to use old, almost burnt out candles, and make sure you ask your mom or your parents first to see what you guys can use. You can also use broken crayons. Make sure you peel them so you get everything off of it. And then your last ingredient that you'll need is some sawdust, hopefully pine, and then, or you can use lint, which is what we're going to be using here today. We'll have 2 methods of boiling our wax. Our first is the double boiler, and you can get these from a thrift store or maybe online you can find it. If you need help getting one, you could ask your parents or grandparents for it for Christmas. But basically what we have here is some wax, some water below this that's boiling, and then we have our wax up top that's being melted by the residual heat. And the second method we have here is a jar and a pot of water. This here is a jar, and we put the wax in here and let it melt in a boiling pot of water. We first need to cut this here. So we'll take our paper box, make sure you have a pair of heavy-duty scissors, and cut these ends off here. Okay, now we'll put our lint in it. And when you're putting this lint in here, you want to make sure that you're not putting it in any other spaces in here, or else it'll be tough to tear it apart. And make sure you're pushing down all the way so you have the max amount of fuel time, so it burns longer. Make sure you also do not overfill so the wax pours everywhere when you do it. Okay, now that we've done this, we'll just have to let our wax finish melting so we can finish this project. So, now that our wax is melted, we are going to pour it on top of here. Now make sure you have a steady hand so you pour it evenly across. Okay, now that we've done this, once these cool off for the next couple hours, they'll eventually look like this. And this here is what you can use to burn it. So what you will do is you will crack one of these off, or 2, depending on how big the fire is and if it's wet or warm. If you're using a wet wood, I would recommend using 2. Break them in half, and then you'll use your lighter or match to start this and light one of these ripped corners. Now we will start a fire in our fireplace to show you how these things work.